March 22nd, in history. In 235 AD, Rome's Severan dynasty ruled a vast empire. Emperor Severus Alexander, a young ruler known for diplomacy, faced growing unrest among battle-hardened legions on the Rhine frontier. Mutinous soldiers loyal to the brutal general Maximinus Thrax stormed Alexander's tent at Bretzenheim, killing him and his mother. Rome's last Severan emperor fell at just 26. Alexander's death unleashed 50 years of civil war known as the Crisis of the 3rd Century. Dozens of emperors rose and fell, nearly destroying Rome's unity forever. In 1312, the Knights Templar stood as Christendom's most powerful military order, wealthy, feared, and sworn to protect the Holy Land. Pope Clement V issued the bull Vox in Excelso, dissolving the order under pressure from King Philip IV of France, ending 2 centuries of crusading power. The Templars' wealth was seized, their leaders burned at the stake, and their legend endured, fueling centuries of conspiracy, myth, and mystery. In 1739, Persian conqueror Nadir Shah occupied Delhi, the magnificent capital of the weakening Mughal Empire. His army camped across a city of millions. When Delhi residents killed Persian soldiers in a riot, Nadir Shah ordered a general massacre. His troops slaughtered up to 30,000 civilians in a single devastating day. Nadir Shah left with the Peacock Throne and the Koh-i-Noor Diamond, crippling the Mughal Empire and accelerating its collapse for decades to come. In 1765, Britain ruled 13 American colonies stretched along the Atlantic coast, taxing them heavily to recover costs from the French and Indian War. Parliament passed the Stamp Act, demanding colonists buy official stamps for every legal document, newspaper, and pamphlet, the first direct tax imposed without colonial consent. Colonial fury over taxation without representation united the 13 colonies in protest, igniting revolutionary fire that led directly to American independence a decade later. In 1832, Weimar was the cultural heart of Germany. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, poet, scientist, and philosopher, had shaped European thought for 6 decades. On March 22, 1832, Goethe died in Weimar at 82. His final words, legend holds, called for more light, a fitting farewell from the mind behind Faust. Goethe's legacy reshaped Western literature and humanism. Faust remains a cornerstone of world drama. His vision of the restless, striving human spirit still defines modern thought. In 1895, Paris buzzed with invention. 2 brothers, Auguste and Louis Lumière, had built a remarkable device capable of capturing and projecting moving images. On March 22, they screened workers leaving the Lumière factory before the Société d'Encouragement in Paris, the world's first documented film projection. That single screening launched cinema as an art form. Today, film shapes global culture, storytelling, and human imagination across every nation. In 1960, 2 brilliant American scientists were on the verge of transforming physics forever. Arthur Schawlow and Charles Townes labored in their laboratories, chasing light itself. On March 22, 1960, the U.S. Patent Office granted patent 2,929,922 for the laser, a device amplifying light through stimulated emission, concentrating it into a single, powerful, coherent beam. The laser reshaped civilization, enabling eye surgery, fiber optic internet, barcode scanners, and precision manufacturing. Few inventions touch daily modern life so invisibly yet so profoundly. In 1963, 4 young musicians from Liverpool were about to change music forever. Britain's rock and roll scene was electric with anticipation. On March 22, the Beatles recorded their entire debut album in a single 13-hour studio session, releasing Please Please Me to a nation that had never heard anything like it. Beatlemania swept the globe, redefining youth culture, fashion, and popular music. Their debut sparked a creative revolution whose influence echoes through every decade since. In 1972, the United States Senate chamber buzzed with historic tension. For decades, American women had fought for constitutional equality, and the moment was finally near. On March 22, the Senate voted 84-8 to pass the Equal Rights Amendment, sending it to states for ratification, a sweeping mandate for constitutional gender equality. The ERA sparked fierce national debate for decades. Though all 38 required states ratified it by 2020, its legal status remains unresolved, the fight for equal rights unfinished. In 1995, Russian cosmonaut Valery Polyakov was living aboard the Mir space station, orbiting Earth for over a year in an unprecedented endurance mission. On March 22nd, Polyakov landed in Kazakhstan after 437 days in orbit, the longest continuous human spaceflight ever recorded, shattering all previous records. Polyakov's mission proved the human body could survive a Mars voyage. His data still guides deep space planning today.